Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Jackie. So today we are going to learn how to make this mini egg bag, and this is what we're going to need. We are going to need, I use this type of yarn. It's Seagull. This is the type. I decided to use color red. We are going to need a 4.5 millimeter hook, a pair of scissors, plus some stitch markers. All right, so let's dive right into it. All right, I'm going to use 5 strands since the yarn is too thin. The strands are too thin, so I've used 5 of them. Those are 5 balls at once. So this is what you're going to do. You're going to make a slip knot, just like that, and then we are going to chain 20. All right, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 and 20. All right, you're gonna add 2 extra chains, and we are gonna skip these first two, and work at a half double crochet into the 3rd stitch. As you can see, half double crochet. So this is our very first stitch. You're going to go ahead and get your stitch marker and mark it like that. We are going to put 3 half double crochets in this same stitch, and we are done. This is our first one, and we are done marking it. Go ahead and make the second one right into that stitch. Okay, that's the second one, and then go ahead and make and put a 3rd one. All right, so we are going to again mark this last one like that. All right, continue putting 1 half double crochet into the rest of the stitches until you are only left with 1, until you get to the last one, until you are left with 1 stitch at the end of this row. Okay, we are left with 1 stitch, and we are going to go ahead and put 1 half double crochet. Sorry, we are putting 3, but we are going to mark the first one and the last one. This is the first half double crochet, so you're going to go ahead and mark it, put another one in that very stitch. Okay, be careful not to leave out any of the strands while working. Okay, we put, this is our last one, this is our 3rd half double crochet. Sorry, I have to do it again. Be careful not to leave out any. All right, so we mark these 2 just like that. We mark the first one, skip the first one, the second one, and then mark the third or the last. Okay, so that's it for this side, and you're going to continue working 1/2 double crochet into each of the stitches until you get to this very first stitch marker. All right, watch closely. Okay, we are here. This was our very last stitch. You're going to go on top of these two chains that you made. Actually, no, let's just work into our, so that this marks the end of round one. Sorry, we've worked round, so it makes it around. So we are going to go right ahead and work a 1/2 double crochet into this very first stitch that we had marked. Ignore the chain 2 and work a 1/2 double crochet into this, mark it. So from this point here, this is going to be our starting point. Yeah, we are not turning our work, we are just going round and around without turning our work. So this is our very first stitch. You're going to go ahead and put another 1/2 double crochet into that same stitch. Like I told you, be careful not to leave out any of the strands while working. Okay, remember to always mark the first. All right, we have put 2 in the very first stitch and marked the very first one. Go right ahead in the next and work 1/2 double crochet. All right, going to the next, the one that we had marked. We are now putting 2. This is 1, okay, and then work another one in that very same stitch. Go ahead and mark this last one. Like that. All right, remember we had worked 3 stitches in the very last and in the very first stitch. So for this row 2, we are working 2 stitches in the very first, 1 in the middle, in the one in the middle, that is the one that we didn't mark. So we are basically putting two stitches in the stitches that we had marked on the previous row, right? And we are marking the very first and the last one. Yeah, so from this point here, we are going to continue and put 1/1/2 double crochet until we get to this next stitch marker. We are putting 1/1/2 double crochets until we get to our next stitch marker. Okay, we are here. You're going to remove the stitch marker and put 2 into this stitch that we had marked. That is 1. Remember to mark this first one, and then work a second one in that very stitch. Okay, then put 1 into the middle stitch that was not marked. Remove the stitch marker and work 2 half double crochets into this next stitch. All right, remember to mark the last one. We mark the first one, and then on this side we mark the last one. Okay, you continue working 1 half double crochet, one half double crochet into each of the stitches, until you get to the to this stitch here. Remember, this is our starting point. You should note this is our starting point. All right, so this is the very first. This is our beginning, and it is our ending. Okay, so this is it for round 2. We now have 2 rounds. This was the first one, and then we work the second one. So moving on to round 3, you're going to remove your stitch marker. You're going to go ahead and work 2 half double crochets. Mark the first one, 2 half double crochets in that very same stitch. Yeah, and work 1 in the next. Okay, work 2 in the next. Sorry, I have to get my yarn. Okay, so those are two in this next stitch. So moving on to the next stitch, we are going to put one half double crochet, okay, and in the next, that is the marked one, we put two. That is one, and then put another one in that very same stitch. Mark it, continue working from this point here. You are going to continue working one half double crochet into each of the stitches until you get to the next stitch marker. Okay, we are back here. So you remove your stitch marker. So we are working 2 half double crochets in this stitch. So you're going to mark this first one, work another one in that same stitch, okay, and in the next we put one, okay. Remember what we did on this side. So in the next you put 2 half double crochets, we put 2 half double crochets in that same space, okay, and then okay, we are back here at the stitch marker. Remember this is our first stitch and we are not turning. So after removing our stitch marker, you're going to put 2 half double crochets, but you have to first mark the first one. Just mark it and then put another one in that same stitch, put another half double crochet in that stitch. So those are 2 stitches, and then put 1 in the next, okay, put 2 half double crochets in the next stitch, and then put 1 in the next stitch. put 2 in the next, stitch, and then put 1 in the next stitch, put 2 in the next stitch, okay, and then put 1 in the next. All right, so we have reached our stitch marker. You're going to remove it. So you're supposed to put 2 in this one, so you put 1, and then put another one in that very stitch, in that very same stitch, okay. Again, mark the last one. Yeah, so from this point we put 1/1/2 double crochet until you get to this next stitch marker. Okay, we are here at the stitch marker, so you remove your stitch marker. We put 2 half double crochets, remember to mark it, to mark the first one, okay. So you put another stitch, another half double crochet in that same stitch, go ahead and put 1 in the next, and then put 2 in the next stitch, okay. We put 1 in the next, and then 1, and then 2 in the next, we put 2 in the same space, okay, and put 1 in the next, put 2, and then 1 in the next, okay. You remove your stitch marker, and put 2, you're putting 2 in this stitch, which is 1, and then 2, that is the last one, and you mark it, remember to mark it, okay. We continue putting 1/1 half double crochet until you get to this side, and that will be all for this row 4. So I'll come back and show you what to do on the row 5. Okay, we go back here, and this is it for row 4. 1 2 3 4. Okay, we are heading to row 5. And to continue, we are going to remove our stitch marker, and from this we are going to start working in our back loop. We are starting to work in our back loop. We've been working in both loops, but now we are working in the back loop, like that. So we are not making any increases on this row. So we are going to mark that. That is our very first stitch. We continue and put 1/2 double crochet in each of the stitches, but working in the back loop. Like that. We are putting 1/2 double crochet in each of the stitches, but working in the back loop. Okay, we are at our next stitch marker. You're going to remove it and work 1/2 double crochet in the back loop, then mark it. You mark that stitch. Okay, you continue putting 1/2 double crochet in the back loop only. This, yeah. We are only working in the back loop, so we are not making any increases on this row. We are just putting 1/2 double crochet into each of the stitches all the way around, only in the back loop. We are done with our row of normal 1/2 double crochets in the back loop, and this is what we have. Your work should be a bit curvy, as you see. Okay, so you remove this stitch marker. Remember, this is our starting point. You remove our stitch marker. So now we are going back to that double loops. We are going back to both loops, and this is what you're going to do for this row. Be careful and be keen. We are making more increases, but this time round it's different, so you just have to look and see what I'm doing. So this is where our stitch marker was, and so we are putting two half double crochets. So after working the first stitch, you have to put back the stitch marker. Remember, we are putting two half double crochets in the next 10 stitches. So we count that as 1, 1, you're putting two half double crochets in the next 10 stitches. So this is our third stitch. Okay, going to the fourth, put 2, and okay, in the fifth. In the sixth, I put two half double crochets. In the seventh, in the eighth, okay, in the ninth, okay, this is the ninth, and then the 10th stitch where our increase stops. Okay, so we are done with our increases. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. We have been putting two half double crochets in the same stitch for the first 10 stitches, and so for the next 10 stitches we are putting one half double crochet until we get to the stitch marker. And I hope we are not confused at all. So we are now putting 1/2 double crochet into each of the remaining stitches until you get to the stitch marker. Okay, we are here at our stitch marker, so you're going to remove the stitch marker and put 1/2 double crochet, right, and put the stitch marker back. So we continue putting 1/2 double crochet until we get to the next stitch marker. 1/2 double crochet into each of the stitches until we get to the stitch marker. We've reached the stitch marker. You remove it and start putting 2 2/2 double crochets into each of the stitches, into each of the next 10 stitches. You mark the first one. Okay, put another one into that same stitch. That is 1. Go into the next and put 2 double crochets. Those are 2. Go into the next stitch and put 2. Those are 3. Those are 4. Let me see. 1 2 3. Sorry, 1 2 3 4. Okay. Going to the next and put 2. Those are 5. Going to the next and put 2. 2 half double crochets. Okay, 7. This is the 7th stitch. Okay, this is the 8th stitch. We are putting 2 in each of the stitches. This is the 9th. Ninth stitch. Okay. Okay, and then in the 10th stitch, we put 2. All right, so again we are done with our 10 increases. This is where we put 2 in each of the stitches. We are putting 2 stitches in each of the 10 stitches, as you can see. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. All right, so we are done with the increases. So we move on to our normal double crochets, normal half double crochets, until we get to the stitch marker again. So we are putting 1 half double crochet into each of the next 10 stitches until you get to the stitch marker. Okay, we are here. This is what you're going to do. You have to remove your stitch marker and put 1 half double crochet. Remember to mark it. All right. You continue putting 1 half double crochet until you get to the end. Right here, you work 1 half double crochet into each of the stitches until you get to this point here. All right, we are back here, and that's it for our final row of increase. Yeah, so from this point here we are going to start working rows of normal half double crochet. We are making rounds of normal half double crochet, and we are going to work a few rows. I'll get back here when I have the length, my desired length, and I'll tell you how many rows I worked. Then we continue. Don't forget to mark this to put the stitch markers to their exact places where they were placed. Okay, you put it exactly where it's supposed to be. So you work rounds of normal half double crochet, and I'll get back here and show you how many rows I worked, and then we continue with the handle. No increase, no decrease, just normal half double crochet. We are putting just 1 half double crochet into each of the stitches all the way around for a couple of rows. I'll come back and tell you how many I had worked. Okay, so I continued and made a few more rows, and this is what I have. Let's count together. This is 1 2 3. We are counting from this point here. All right, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14. We have a total of 14 rows, 14 rounds. Okay, so from this point here, you're just going to fold your bag like this and target the middle. So this is the middle stitch. This is the middle stitch. You're going to remove your stitch marker and put it in the middle stitch. Let's do the same thing on this side, on the other side. Okay, this is the middle stitch. All right, so that's it. And from this point here, we are going to count 12 stitches coming to this side. All right, counting. Okay, this is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. This is the 12th stitch, and we are going to mark it. Okay, like that. Do the same thing on the other, on this other side. 1 2 3 4. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. So you remove this and put it here. All right, there we go. So you go to the other side and count 12. You count 12 from the side, and that is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. Get the stitch marker, this one, and mark this. Okay, from this point here again, you count 12. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. You remove this and mark this. All right, so from this point here, we are going to start working on our handle, and we just have to end our row around. So this was a half double crochet, this was a half double crochet. All right, this was our very last half double crochet. So we are going to go into the next stitch and make a single crochet like that, and then go into the next stitch with a slip stitch. Okay, like that. So from this point here, you just have to chain one and then cut off your yarn. Okay, that's it. That is how we end our very last round. So you are going to come to this point here where we put a stitch marker. Go ahead and make a slip knot, and then attach your yarn right here where we marked. Attach your yarn, okay, you chain 2, and we are going to start working half double crochets in each of the stitches all the way until you get to this other stitch marker. So keep working 1 half double crochet until you get to this stitch marker. Alright, we are here. So go ahead and remove your stitch marker and keep it. Put a half double crochet into this. Alright, so you're going to go around like this, and put a slip stitch in this chain 2 that you made on this other side, like that. Okay, I hope you see what we are doing. We have just attached this side to this side by putting a slip stitch into this very first chain 2, and so we are going to continue putting one half double crochet into each of the stitches all the way around. So we are back to making rounds. You're going to be making rounds of one half double crochet all the way around. So I went ahead and made and worked on both sides. Like I said, we are just making rounds. We are just making rounds of half double crochet all the way around. I showed you how we start from here. So I made about 16 rows, 16 rounds. Let's count: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16, actually 17. So I made 17 rounds, and this is what you're going to do. We are going to join these two together to make the handle. So this is what you're going to do. You're going to go into this very first stitch on this side, and then go this is what you're going to do. This was your last stitch on this other side. Don't cut your yarn. You'll go into the next stitch like that. Gather these stitches put in your hook and pull through this, then pull through on this other side like that. Alright, so go into the next stitch like that on this side, and then go into the next stitch on the other side and pull through all. We are going to be using slip stitches, as you can see. Alright, so you go into the next. We are working both loops, and then on the other panel, and pull through, and then pull through a slip stitch, go into the next, and then in the next. We're working with slip stitches. So this is how we are going to be joining. We are using slip stitches. Okay. So you keep joining until you get to the to this point here where you started joining. Okay, I'm done with joining. This is how my work looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and weave in these leftover yarn. I'm going to weave them in, and then that will be all for our bag. Thank you for watching. Thank you for learning with me. You're gonna see a better video of this bag. Thank you for watching with me. Please leave a thumbs up for me. Thank you for watching. Bye.